Hi everyone, Lisa here from LC Designs. How's everybody doing today? Today I'm going to be making a Easter treat box for our mini jam jars. I bought these jars and I haven't used them, and like I said last week that I was going to be doing a lot of projects for Easter, so you can make some little Easter goodies. The project sheet has already been posted. You can go ahead and print that if you need it. You want to work along with me. I have my two drawings that I'm going to do. The one for mail a card Monday, and for sharing my video. Last week I said there will be two prizes this week because I didn't do one the week before. So if you share my video this week, you'll be entered into a drawing, and the drawing this week is going to be for the today's project. I have my Sweet Stampin' Friends tutorial still available for March. All you have to do is spend $30 in my online store and you will get that tutorial. There's 8 different designers with 8 different projects, and our projects are spring and Easter themed this month. Also, I still have my adhesive packs. You'll get all your adhesives in this cute little bag, and you'll get the free bonus glue holder. These are $40 because I'm shipping them priority. So if you have any questions, you can email me about that and let me know. All right. So hello everyone. Thanks for joining me. Let me grab my piece of tape. Hi, Wendy. I'm glad you made it. I'm going to tape this down. Hi, Amber. Welcome. So let me do my mail a card on Monday. So every Monday I make a post for, mailing a card. And if you mail a card, I ask you to post your picture of your card, and then I enter you into a drawing. So this week, you're going to win the classic matted dots. So I got the names here. I had 3 entries this week, so let's go with this one. And Wendy, you're live. So I still have something to send you, so now you'll be getting 2 things. Okay, congratulations, and thank you to the other ones who entered. So this week, for sharing my video, well, this for last week, these are the cards that I made the last 2 weeks in a row. So I had a lot of people share my video. So I have all the names here. And I'm going to draw 2. Let's grab this one. And this is Melanie Foy. Yay, congratulations. I'll be sending these out to you. And let's pick another one. And here we go. Kelly Frank. Yay, Kelly. And thank you to everyone who shared my video. I appreciate it so much. You know, trying to reestablish now in a new state, new city. All your shares help. So I will get these out hopefully by tomorrow. Thanks again for sharing. So let me I have stuff all over now. But this is going to be our project today. It's this cute little box that holds the jam jar in there. My bow's like so cute, I hate to open it up to show you. I'm so silly, aren't I? But I am using the hand pin designer series paper. I think this paper says spring all over it. Don't you? I like all the colors in it. And I'll show you, I made some different boxes all using the same designer series paper. So let's get started. Again, the project sheet has posted. I always do my directions on the back so that they're bigger and that I can see. So we're gonna start out with a piece of mint macaron, and it's gonna be 7 by 10 3/4. So let me see if I can get this whole thing in the camera. So, you know, this is 11, so we're just going to take a 1/4 inch off. So we'll take a 1/4 inch off of the long side, and then it's going to be 7 inches. So we'll take 1.5 inches off the short side. Okay. So now we're going to score it. So here's our scoring blade. Get that cutting blade out of the way. And we're going to score the long side at 1 inch. I go over this a few times because my scoring blade seems to be a little bit dull. And then we're going to score it at 3 1/4. 5 7/8, which is the one just before the 6. Actually, on the trimmer, it's 2 notches before the 6 inches. And 8 1/8. So on the trimmer, it's 2 notches. If we were using the Simply Score, it would only be 1 notch, because this breaks it down into the 16ths as well. All right, so now on the short side, we're going to score it at 2 3/8, 1, 2, 3, which is 2 notches before the 2 1/2. I hope I'm not getting you confused. And then 4 5/8, which is the 2 notches after the half. So the other one's before the half, the other's after the half. Oh, sure, I'm glad you, the markings on the trimmer. So each little line is a 16th. So there's a 16th, then the 8th. So that's how you go. So 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4 would be the half, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. I hope that helps you. I'm gonna move the trimmer aside and we'll go ahead and do this because we got a lot more trimming to do on all our designer series paper. So right now we'll just burnish all the lines. Oops, I thought I grabbed my bone folder. And I don't know if you notice, my tip is broken because my husband tried to use it for a tool. Those husbands. But my thing's been around. I had gotten these for my team, all of my team members on my team, the Lucky Charms. So mine's been through the ringer a few times. So I made this template. This is what it's gonna look like after you cut it. So let's go ahead and trim it up. There's a lot of cutting to do, but I'll put that there so that you can see as I cut. So we're gonna cut these 2 skinny tabs. I'm gonna cut these at an angle. On my here, I didn't, but I am going to, it just helps fit a little bit better. And we're cutting all of these up. Has anybody else been working on Easter projects? I have been working on Easter projects that I haven't even touched my ocean waves collection yet. I've been wanting to get my hands on it, and I've just been in Easter mode. So we're cutting all of these up, and then so basically, you know, this is your top here. So we're gonna cut these in half or 3/4, whatever. These are just gonna be the flaps, and we're gonna go ahead and cut those at an angle as well. Cut them at an angle, and we'll do the same over here. I'm not a very straight cutter. I actually prefer to use the trimmer. Like I'm sure a lot of you have heard me before, I feel like I have a crooked head. So there's our cuts. You can see I angled these, and on this one I didn't. So then we're gonna get our designer series paper. So let's go ahead and cut the designer series paper. And on this one, I am going to use this sheet because it has the pale papaya in it, and the mint macaron. So we're gonna cut at 2 1/8, which is again 2 notches after the 2. And we need 4 of these, so they're gonna be 2 1/8 by 2 1/2. And so you can get all those off of this one strip. 2 1/2, 2 1/2, and 2 1/2. Okay, so now this is gonna be 2 1/8 by 2 1/8. So I'm gonna just cut it this way. So 2 1/8. And these are the top and bottom. So you could do either one, you know, it's 2 1/8. I don't wanna mess up while I'm talking. So 2 1/8 by 2 1/8. So it's the top and the bottom. It's up to you. You don't have to necessarily put one on the bottom. It's just up to you. So cut 2 of those. I have another DSP. Oh, just a 1/2 inch by 2 1/4. So let's see, is this even 2? This is probably not 2 1/4. 2 1/4, no, it's a little bit shy. Here, let's go. So a 1/2 inch. This is, I just wanted to add a little layer on the box. A 1/2 inch by 2 1/4. And we're just gonna use the reverse side. My nails, I went and had them put the gel polish on them because you know they were so beat up from all the moving and everything. My hands are just like tore up. But now I can't pick up anything. But at least I have some nice looking nails, I guess. Hi, Carol. Welcome from Indiana. I have a daughter that lives out in Indiana. So now we are going to put all our pieces on. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. Okay, so the smaller ones, okay, here goes me and the seal again. The smaller ones are the top and the bottom. I'm like, which one's the smaller one? Where'd I do with it? Did I lose? Oh, it's over here. Out of the camera. So you can tell that these sections are smaller and bigger. And of course, because it's the height and the width of the jar. Me and the seal. So this is the bottom. And like I said again, it's all up to you. And then now these are going to be the front and the side. So I should have lined them up so they would have met evenly. I don't even know how I cut them so that they would have been the same. But that's me not paying attention to what I'm doing. So these, because like I said that these sections are different sizes, you can see how this one fits better and this one has a bigger border. It's okay. You can actually cut the pieces exactly like that if you want for the correct size. But I just did them all the 2 1/8 by 2 1/2. That way you're not using a lot of paper. And so we got the side. So then this one over here is the back. I have to, I guess I could have looked at my sample. Why is my seal totally acting up on me? I think I need to grab another one. This stuff only happens when you're live. Seriously. I can work all day and not have an issue, and then I go live and then I'm having an issue with it. Okay, so there we go. We'll save that little one for a minute. So what I did is this middle one, I'm gonna put this back one first, then this middle one, and then this one front. So that way we have the smooth lines here. I got my adhesive. So we're gonna put some adhesive here. Let me grab my plus because this one is a box and we want it to stay together. You know, my plus is working better for me. So like I said, we're gonna put these ones here, like this. And it's a different size because, again, the height and the width of the jar. And then now these ones are gonna go over. So we can put the seal plus on these tabs. And then just fold these over. Oops, I'm gluing that all crooked. So then now these are just gonna fold in here. Oops, my thing's not, I totally, and I don't wanna rip this off because it'll probably rip the whole thing. I think my score line's too. I'll fix it after, cut these off. So this is gonna close, but we're gonna put this little piece here. Like I said, it's just the opposite side. Now this one's not wanting to work. And we're just gonna put this little piece here at the end, at the bottom. Like I said, I just wanted to add a layer there. And with my 1-inch punch or whatever size punch you have, you know, Stampin' Up doesn't make these anymore, so I got this one. We're just gonna punch a half circle so that you can do your, you know, open your flap. So we're gonna set the box aside, and now we're gonna use some crumb cake. Crumb cake cardstock, and I'm using Early Espresso ink, and I'm using the Birds and Branches stamp set and dies on this one, and we're using the Easter Friends as well. The same two that I used last week. That one didn't come out very well. You know, with these photopolymers, you should use like a pad underneath. I think I just lifted it up and messed it up. I did, but that's okay. We are going to go with it. So let me get my cut and emboss machine. And you know, the mini cut and emboss is on sale right now for 20% off. I was gonna pull it out today. I have it over there on the counter. I needed to grab all my cutting pads and everything, and I didn't. I got, you know, I'm still unpacking. So believe it or not, I still have a lot of unpacking. My craft room is all unpacked. Of course, that was the #1 thing to unpack. But I'm still going through boxes that I was just shoving into closets. So we got our little nest here. So I was over there busy unpacking that I lost track of time. So let me see, is this one gonna be big enough for a little chickie? Yeah, this should be. Or I have more, it doesn't matter. So last week I did my little chicken memento black. This week I wanted to show you some different ways to color them. You can color the chicks. So I'll show you on the other boxes that I made. But today we're gonna stamp it in pumpkin pie. We're gonna stamp him in pumpkin pie. It gives it a totally different look. And then we're still gonna use the Daffodil Delight blends and the pumpkin pie blends. So we'll go with the dark first. And just on all those dark you know, the dark colors. We're just going to color it in with the dark Daffodil Delight. And I'm trying to do these in a hurry. And you know, I wanted to show you too, is you can always use the color lifter if you want the color to be lighter. And so we're gonna now fill in with the light. Here's my squeaky Daffodil Delights. I even switched them out, but I guess this one's, I just use this color way too much. So the other day I was using another one and I actually broke it. How did I break it? I will never know. That is me. The impossible I seem to be able to do. So we're going to use, this is the new, one of the new blends. This is the SU100, and we're just going to color that eye in so that the eye's dark and not orange. And that's it. Now, of course, since there's not a die for this, we're going to have to cut it out by hand. And let me get these pens out of the way. And let me just try and cut this out super quick. And we're going to put this little chick right inside that nest. And he is going to go inside the box, or on the box. This one I'm calling a he. I should have put a little bow tie on him. Like last week I put the little hair bow on the little girl. And like I said, this time with the Stampin' It and Pumpkin Pie, it's such a different look. So he's gonna go in here, but we need some eggs now. So now we're gonna cut out some eggs. And I'm gonna cut out all the other die cutting stuff since I'm gonna pull my die cutting out again. So let's get us some eggs, because this chick is gonna be sitting with her eggs. I think we only need 3, and I'm cutting these out in pale papaya. And then I'm also gonna cut out a branch in vellum. I'm calling this a branch. I'm gonna cut one out in vellum, and then I'm gonna cut one out in garden green. And again, that was just to add like texture to the box. Add some layers, add texture. So vellum is always a little bit tricky. Okay, now let's cut one out in garden green. I think I need to flip my plates over. Okay, and then garden green. Is there anything else we need to cut out die cutting wise? I think that's it. So let me get this out of the way again. I think we're gonna need that in a bit. So now we can layer this together. This vellum one's here. So all I did is I used glue dots to adhere everyone. So just at the feet on the chick. We'll put him right in the middle. And then we're gonna add the eggs and just get like the bottom portion of the egg on the glue dot, because they're not very big, so we want them to stick up. Why are my things not? Nothing's cooperating. So we're gonna put one right here. we'll put, I don't know why these aren't sticking. That's funny. Again, probably because I'm live. Oh, the heck. My glue dots. That is so weird. I've never had an issue with glue dots not sticking. And where's the other one? Oh my goodness. Looks like I don't know what I'm doing. I really do. I just don't know why it's not cooperating. This glue dot fell off again. What the heck is going on? So sorry, you guys. I don't even know what's happening to the glue dots. Now my eggs are all lopsided over here. This, you know what? If I can't get it to stick on, I'm going to use some liquid glue. There shouldn't be anything wrong with these glue dots. I just used them yesterday. And we'll put another egg over here. This is so bizarre. I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. I got a glue dot on the front that doesn't go there. So let's just move this glue dot. So here's our little chick with in the nest. We're gonna add some Wink Stella to the eggs because we need some sparkly eggs, right? So here's the jar. I bought, these are those mini robin eggs, I think they call them, and then jelly beans. So you can not decorate your top or you can decorate your top. I did another chick, so you could see this one I colored him different. I think this is soft suede I stamped him in. And then I used one of those wobbles, but I colored him Daffodil Delight. Same colors, it's just I stamped it in soft suede. This is the smallest stitch circle, and then the, I mean not the smallest, the third smallest stitch circle, and then the third smallest circle. Whew, I hope I'm making sense. So it's up to you, jelly beans, robin eggs. You can fill these jars with anything you want. Let's put this guy in here since he's all decorated and matching. And we're gonna use the ribbon. My box isn't fitting right because I messed it up. But it'll all work out. So this pale papaya ribbon, just tie a big bow on top. That is so funny that my glue dots were not working. I've never had an issue like that. Usually they're too sticky. So, cut this, there's that. So now, I don't even feel like I tied that tight enough. So on my vellum, see this little circle here? We're gonna add a glue dot there. Let's see if my glue dots cooperate. Just right here on this little dot. And then we'll match this other dot up right there. So it's like kind of crossed over. Look, I got a glue dot here in my, oops, I don't know where it went. And we'll put another glue dot on that same dot. And then you can put them kind of around, oops, and we're gonna stick it to the box. Let's try and put on the green so you don't see it. So this is just gonna lay over like this. Some of it will hang off and we'll just cut it off. I need to tie my bow tighter, it's not tight. And now with our chick, we are going to add some dimensionals. We're almost done here. Add some dimensionals. And we're gonna add our sentiment. So this little chick's gonna go right here, like that. I feel like this ribbon looks so loose, but it's probably because my box looks loose. Looks like so now we're gonna stamp Happy Easter. On mine, I did it on the crumb cake. So I wanted to show you another way. I'm gonna do it on the white in Pale Papaya. And we're just gonna cut this one out real quick as well. How many of you like fussy cutting or you prefer dies? I prefer dies, but if I have to fussy cut, I have to fussy cut. But I wanted this, because I wanted to cut this out so it kind of fit around the nest, or like on the nest. And we can use mini dimensionals to attach it. Even if I cut it pretty thin, the mini dimensionals will work. Oops, I cut that a little bit close. But almost done here. All right. So let me find my minis and let's hope my minis cooperate. Put one there, one there, one in the middle. Oops. I'm still like wondering what the heck was going on with my glue dots. I never have a problem like that. Let's get these minis off and stick it right here like that. So I'm gonna show you. So see how I stamped it and I did the early espresso on the crumb cake? Which one do you like better? I kind of thought this stood out. And maybe I could have did it on Pale Papaya paper as well. But there's the two boxes. And let me show you the other ones that I made. I made this one with the same hand pen paper, but did the Misty Moonlight. See, I did the white paper as well. And then I did one with the Petal Pink, no, Blushing Bride. And then I stamped it in Just Jade, added the Just Jade. But they're basically the same, but look at the difference. This is Daffodil Delight stamped with the Daffodil Delight blends. This one was Sahara Sand, and then the Daffodil Delights. And then these two are with the Pumpkin Pie. So I made all those. I hope you guys like them. I think I like the white better. They stand out. I think a lot of you like the white as well. So that's our project for today. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Sorry about the mishap again. Me and my mishaps. I don't know what's going on here. But if you place the order again, be sure and use this host code. And if it's over $30, you'll get my Sweet Stampin' Friends tutorial. You guys all have a great week, and I will see you back next Wednesday. Take care. Bye.